When things are out of alignment, our culture, our businesses, relationships, our bodies, they don't work optimally. And this is an opportunity for us to realign and invent something new. And this is how community-supported yoga came into being. I'm a yoga teacher. I've been teaching for 16 years, and it's my job to help people feel good physically, mentally, and spiritually. Being a yoga teacher isn't about making money, but if you love what you do, you still have to earn a living. So I used to teach a bunch of classes each week. I worked more than part-time, and I made very little money. For most yoga teachers, they have to teach more than 11 classes a week, which is quite a lot, just to make a very modest living. Yoga is expensive. It costs anywhere from $12 to $20 to drop into a class, and to practice regularly, which is what people really optimally want to do, costs somewhere between 90 and 160 bucks a month. So that means yoga is only accessible on a regular basis to people who can afford it. And I believe that yoga should be accessible to everybody, regardless of money. But it's not like yoga studios are raking in the dough either. They're often struggling too. And they rely on drop-in students, which makes their business unpredictable. Yoga in this country uses the economic model of wage labor and market pricing based on competition. Yet teachers and studios aren't earning much, and yoga is very expensive to students. So something is out of alignment with the way we're doing it here. One day, a good friend of mine came to my house and she said, I have an idea. Let's start a program that's different from every other studio out there. Let's model it on CSA, Community Supported Agriculture, and we'll do it like the farmers. We'll have people buy shares in the yoga program instead of basing the program on drop-in students and charging per class. So it's not like membership where you use it or lose it, it's ownership. Ownership is really different because with ownership, you actually own your spot in a class. You pay 30 bucks a month, which is half the average price, which is significant. And you own a spot, which means you can use it, you can sell it, you can swap it, you can trade it, you can give it to a friend. It's yours. And I would teach only 4 classes. So my first response to this was, this is preposterous. How can I charge half the price, cut my schedule, and earn more money? No yoga program does this. So how could this possibly work? But we decided, even though it's difficult to change the way we're doing things, even if it's not working, that we do it as an experiment. And within 2 weeks, we created a new yoga program. And that's how community-supported yoga was born. So we did it with no startup cost. People pre-enrolled, we negotiated a space, and classes began. And within less than 2 months, we had 70 members. And a year later, it's doing great. The commitment of the students, I can offer the program at a great price, and this means students can afford to practice regularly, which is great for them. And it makes it easier for them to commit on a long-term basis to the program. We support each other, and we mutually benefit. My income has tripled, yet I work less. And for the first time in my life, I'm not a wage laborer, I'm an owner too. And I'm earning a living, but not at someone else's expense. My students benefit equally. So this has just been totally a life changer for me. It's more effective to teach fewer classes with more students than teaching a lot of classes with just a few students. And offering fewer classes reduces the sometimes overwhelming nature of endless options. So it makes it easier for people to commit to a class and show up. Having a flat rate price keeps it simple, so there's no complex pricing charts or class packages like you have in other studios. In CSY, people commit for 1 month, and they enroll and pay online to simplify the office work. Simplicity builds trust. When everybody benefits, something amazing happens. And last summer, a lot of the members in my program gave their August monthly payment so I could take a paid vacation. And in 16 years of teaching yoga, this was definitely my first paid vacation. Contributing extra money to the CEO at Target so they could take a paid vacation. I mean, it just doesn't happen. different sides of the dollar. So in the top-down model, we don't have mutual ownership. I have this amazing new belief in what's possible when we think and act creatively within our community. To solve this economic divide between the haves and the have-nots, we have to foster our interdependence so we can be aligned on the same side of the dollar. So yoga is just one way to use the community-supported model. It's a repeatable economic model that has promise for any business who wants to contribute more, earn more, and work less.